Howdy, folks. It's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at it today with some more magic. It's been a little while, been a hot minute. Feeling good, feeling rested, although I've done quite a bit of driving the past couple of days, so feel a little sore sitting in the seat again. But we are going to have a blast, is the hope. Um, my schedule is going to be normal schedule today and tomorrow. It's going to be 10 a.m. magic for about 2-ish hours. That's always a little loosey goosey. And then 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. some Baba is you. But later in the week, I want to play around with a slightly different stream format where I'm not breaking up in the middle of the day. And instead, I think I'll be trying to go, I'm still figuring out exactly, but probably from like 10 to 3 p.m. Pacific time. Um, and probably start off with a little magic, end off with a little Baba is you. Try some other stuff in the middle. Try and keep stuff rolling. Maybe extra magic. Maybe I do some Slay the Spire runs. Maybe I do a daily Wordle. But just try and sort of keep up the energy and also make it so that, down the line, I enjoy doing Baba as you, but have it so that we, can pop in middle of the day, try a couple levels, try a couple of levels that folks have created, because I think that there's a number of folks who have popped in because I'm doing Baba is you, and I enjoy it, but I don't want to be a Baba is you exclusive streamer. So try and build that habit so that as we accrue interesting, neat things, build a community, we can pop in, try a couple of those things sort of middle of the day before we transition over towards an afternoon game, which will probably end up being um, some of the like RPG Maker games that I just picked up in the near future, with an eye towards eventually Hollow Knight. So that's kind of the idea. Not sure how it's going to pan out. A whole bunch of questions with it, but we are vibing. We're gonna try and go a little more with the flow. That's one of the things I've picked up from my recent journeys is I need to be a bit better about being flexible. So that's what I'm going to be working on with streaming. Thank y'all, as always, for popping in and enjoying me doing whatever the hell I'm doing. But for today, it's still what we've been doing, and we're starting off with an artifact draft because it looks interesting, and I want to try and get up to 3,400 gems, so I need 600, which is going to be at least 3 wins, so we can get the mastery pass. I have watched a little bit of Kenji drafting this, so I know broadly what to expect, but I'm not like super aware of the format. I know that like green white is sort of the anti-artifact deck, and the rest have cool artifact synergies. So we're gonna pop in and we're gonna see what happens. I'm going to have to do a lot of reading. This is not going to be a fantastic high-level draft, but hey, we're here for small stakes gameplay. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Interesting. That's not usually a good sign of people enjoying the format if it takes this long to fill a queue. But we'll see. We will see. But yeah, that does not inspire a great deal of confidence. I like the concept, right? It's interesting trying to do some such a long stream. Yes, very long. Um yeah, it's hey, we've got great waiting going on. It's very fantastic. Um yeah, I was saying a little bit earlier, planning on hopefully later in this week. I'm gonna see about trying to do like sort of 5-hour streams rather than the like 2 and 2, and play it a little more loosey goosey. Wait, is it showing that it was 3 minutes total? Huh. I mean, I'm still here. It's still going. I am confusion. Weird. Because I didn't stream. Huh. I didn't stream for 3 minutes earlier. Weird. I don't know what to tell you. I may have accidentally hit something, I guess? But okay, so Hanger Backwalker, I think, is pretty fantastic. Fits into most places in the curve and makes a lot of artifacts for us to do stuff with. So I think that's our pick. Untethered Express can get out of hand. Making... Okay, so we'll get a lot of, like, token generation will exist. I'm confused, and I'm assuming it's, like, a mod or a level pack, but I don't honestly know. Okay. So like a lot of token generation and such. It's a separate game? Okay. Well, it seems like a very interesting, intentional knockoff that I'm guessing was made with a lot of love. So this didn't really commit us to any particular color pair. Okay, so green-black food, maybe? Okay, it's bigger with an artifact. Ah, the artifact lands. Saw these two again. So that lets us tap some stuff. I think with this, we're like kind of incentivized to try and go wide. Love 2D? Ah, so it was made with a lot of love. Oh, let's take Greta. Let's see if maybe we can get some food shenanigans going. Okay, interesting, so like modified. Oh, that sounds horrifying. Baba with diagonals? Okay, so we're not seeing, like, okay, fabricate, sure, that's not fantastic. I've liked some of the white we've seen going around. I like for Mirrodin. Okay, good. um, let's try the Mirren Bardiche. Let's see. Keep forgetting it exists, and then it just surprise. Affinity with Gear Seeker Serpent. I also think is not bad. So maybe let's look at like blue white. Improvise, so we can also tap a bunch of artifacts to bring it out. Pretty cool. But I like, let's try, well, okay, maybe, let's try Barricade we still, no. Let's do Gear Seeker Serpent, because then we're not using resources for it. Let's look at blue-white. Archaeo Mender, like Archaeomancer. Okay, so a Mirror Tutor? Whack. Flyer that comes with an artifact, I think we can go with that. Yeah, having some games like that in your back pocket where you can be like, oh, right, that is a thing, and then just jam it for a day once you remember, I think is pretty fantastic. Okay. Chrome Courier. Thopter that draws a card. That seems not great unless we've got some, like, flickering going on, so let's take an artifact that increases our affinity and helps us fix our mana. Yeah. Okay. I guess this isn't a phantom draft. Not like super worried about getting all the rares, but it's neat that we will get to add these to our collection. Spyglass Siren, I think, is probably pretty cool. Cogwork Wrestler, not bad, but I hate the gnome noises, so we'll go with that. We can get another Gear Seeker Serpent, which I think that's actually a pretty decent payoff. I, again, don't know a huge amount about the format, but it seems decent. A 5/6 that we might be able to get down for like 2 blue. The ability doesn't get reduced, but Um, Minstrosity. Sure. On the job, make some of our stuff bigger. Could be a ramp spell. Sure. Don't know if we play it, but interesting. Okay, equipment. Draw two, discard, and create a power stone? I'll try that. Bloom Hulk for proliferation. And Brute Suit I don't think we'll play, but good to know. Jingitaxias Progress Tyrant is pretty sweet. Um, Probably a little goofy, but look, man, I'll play it. If not, oh my god, Vault Scourge? Hell yeah. Um, I think, yeah, so I think we take Jingitaxias, have some fun with it. We could play a Vault Scourge. Gold Warden's Helm, though, I think would be our other pick, but yep, let's get goofy with Jingitaxias and see if we can double up on some powerful things. Captured by Legax, very good mouthfeel, good to say. So it's okay, so it's like green black sacrifice artifacts, I guess. Okay, makes tokens, and we can flash back to make more and eventually draw cards. Sure. This seems big and terrifying. Are we actually married to our white? I think the answer is no. What if we tried blue-black? We could get that in, and yeah. Let's look at this. Ariat's Tempting Apple. Oh, right, has a, not menace, threaten, there we go, effect. And you can bolt someone and such. Neat. 3/1 flyer, most of the time. Then dig for 2 artifacts with affinity? That actually does seem pretty solid. We've got, like, a very high cost, but hopefully it gets reduced enough that it's not as problematic as I suspect it will probably be. Monstrosity is a 3/1 that ups our affinity when it dies, I think is probably pretty fine. Iron Apprentice is not terrible, but I don't think we have the synergy we're really looking for. Yo, they have modular! Okay, that's fantastic. So we could do some fabrication. We could get the pretty much always 3/1 flyer, I imagine. Okay, so turn all food into a player shock. But let's try Foundry Screecher. Metallic Rebuke is in this, good to know. Bobble? Ornithopter? Yo, okay. Candy Grapple, I think is actually pretty decent removal that we do create some tokens, so I think we will take that. Ageless Innovator. Okay, so sort of like an fragile Aether Vial for it. Scream Puff. Okay. Let's try that. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Actually seems pretty relevant. Ooh. Okay. A heads up. Sure. We can go with that. And here, we'll take another Fenhauler, even if that's maybe debatable. Sweet Tooth Witch. Seems fine. Our curve is a little wonky. Servant, I don't think we play. Nor do we play Moon Silver Key. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da. Mightstone and Weakstone. It's actually a card I want normally, and I think can do some good work here. I mean, removal spell or just draw two, and helps us ramp into some stuff like Hangerback Walker. Helps Deadeye Plunder's abilities, things like that. Oh dear, okay. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what to do with it. I think I'll be willing to start messing around with that because I think once I complete the base game of Baba Is You, um, and I'm not I think I'm not going to necessarily just like grind it out through new adventures and whatnot. I will probably mess around with it on and off, but I will probably be trying to move on to doing some other stuff as well at that point. And I want people to be able to submit some user levels, so I'll just try and have some like ground rules with it. If I get spoiled on new words from the other stuff, I think I'll feel all right about it. But thank you very much for the heads up. That is very good information for helping me figure out what I feel good doing. Bone Splitter there, I think, is great. Turns a lot of things into bigger threats. So thank you much, Uno. Also, I haven't actually asked yet, how's your day going? It was right into the Baba talk. I don't think we need another top end like that. Kinsmith searches for mirror. Yeah, I don't think we've got any like huge thing. This is only as a sorcery, which is rough, but I think it's a decent way to like I think it's a decent way to do stuff. Yo. So we can just copy our best artifact or their best artifact? Yes, appreciated. Oh, and that's I will probably play it. It's just I need to break it up, need to do some other stuff. That's part of why I think I'm going to be trying to move to like a 5-hour stream chunk where I start off with magic and then I'll, mess around with some stuff that I've picked up over time. Like do some Baba levels and then go into like afternoon game. I think that's where I'm planning on going. And, try and learn how to be a little more flexible with my streams, be a little more loosey goosey. Weaponcraft enthusiast, I think will do. I don't have 2 channels. Huh? First 2 streams, then 2 channels. I'm a little confused. Mirror Enforcer? I will happily take. Oh, on YouTube? Ah, yes. That's because the one is for my re-uploads. The other is I made it because I was getting stuff set up. I am hoping to eventually try and do like some video essay stuff. I have thoughts in my head that I would like to put out into the world, and I have not gotten around to yet, but the other one is there for when I hopefully get around to talking about stuff and things and hopefully being interesting with it. I think my biggest hang up there is trying to figure out like good visuals for it. Chrome Prowler would be pretty sweet, but I want to take the land, the fixing for us. Sure, Power Stone Prodigy. Don't think we play it, but cool to know. Malphite Squad probably also doesn't get in. Smith. Contagious Vorak. So this is definitely... I don't know if this is a good deck, but it is an interesting deck. Sculpting Steel is actually pretty sweet. We've got some good stuff in here. We've got some good bombs. I don't know synergy-wise how good we're looking, but is there anything that we would like to be playing that we aren't, that I put in my sideboard. Moonsnare prototype, maybe. Is there something it's better than? And then, like, these white ones, I do enjoy, but I think we were very much right to pivot to blue-black. A lot of these aren't actually really 7. I think Jin is the only one that is, because we will have other artifacts going on. But I do like the Moonsnare prototype to help smooth that out. But yeah, and the second channel, Printing Press Revisited, that you'll see that come up. That's, I think, that's sort of what got me going, hey, I need to learn how to, like, create stuff on some level, because I'll need, maybe that should be my first video. Still need to figure out graphics for it. Maybe I could just I could go film outside. Yes, it did, very much. That was so spatial reasoning-y. But I think maybe my first video should be, I could go, like, film outside and then, like, superimpose my little ink blob self over it. But just talk a little bit about the song that's like, yo, getting me wanting to do stuff. There's a lovely song called the Reinvention of the Printing Press. It's by a guy who has since passed. I believe he took his own life. But it's a very lovely song about basically understanding the technology in the world around us and not letting it rule us anymore. And as someone who often feels that we kind of have too much of an authority for things, I find that very compelling. So I want to sort of use streaming and video production as a way to galvanize myself to explore more of the world. Right now, I'm using it to explore some games that are in my backlog, like Baba Is You. But I want to get around, I used to do blacksmithing. I haven't done it in a while. I want to play around with that more. I want to play around with some old, like, crafts and such that we don't use as much in the modern day. I want to mess around with that a bit more. And yeah, yeah. Want to use trying to. I often have a lot of trouble getting myself motivated to work on projects, so I want to use producing it for an audience as a way to motivate me to work on it, even when, I inevitably go get a quote-unquote real job and have less time for it. I'm hoping that I will be able to continue it as a hobby. So, yeah. That's why I have 2 channels in long form. I think we cut one of our pieces of top end. I think it's going to be one of these fen haulers for the Moonsnare prototype so that we can help ramp out some of our stuff. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do. They never press start the game, but actually shows your time played, etc. without going into Steam. Oh, interesting. Oh, right, in the save thing. Yes, I did see that when I misclicked on New Adventures that one time. As I haven't seen how much. Oh, I have not processed how much time I've actually been playing it, but I should take a look. Is Baba's house pretty? I don't remember. I was mostly just going, this isn't my game. Did I lose all of my progress? Or was that one of the levels from the main game I've just forgotten because there were so many? Okay. G. Connor. G. Connor. How are you doing? Okay, yeah, I have blanked it from my mind because there was pure, unadulterated panic. Well, we've got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. We'll give it a shot. And we can crack the map early, potentially, see if we draw stuff. Don't know if that's better than... Okay, Harvester. We could... it does have Unearth, so I don't necessarily like just killing it. I do think we crack the map. Giant Salvager? No. So yeah, we will trade 2 for 3, which is not great, but is what it is. Sculpting Steel, I do want to hold on to and see if we can do some very gross stuff. Salivating Gremlins. Oh dear, okay. That could deal some real damage to us. Still think we try fabricating going wide. That's going to make our reality heist cheaper. We have 16:30, so 16 hours, almost 17 in the game. Damn. That is a respectable, like, for what it seems to be on the surface, that's an amazing amount of time, really. Ooh. That is going to be more of a problem. On the main level pack? Okay. Yeah, I think we need to kill the... Well, okay, we can copy the filigree attendant? I like that a lot. Oh, if we had one more mana, I'd feel more comfortable. Because then we could copy and kill. I think I'm gonna copy this. 18 pages of level pack. Dear Lord. That is a lot. No tax. Okay, we can live with an Ornithopter of Paradise, even if we take 4. I will attempt to trade, even though that's going to shrink my homunculus. Okay. Goblin Engineer. Oh. Okay, so that's going to let them get some stuff back. I think that's more important to kill. Although now we really can't double spell. Ugh. Ugh. Dragon Engine. Okay. Well, we will run out Minstrosity. And before they can... Wait. Oh! We can let them sacrifice something and then kill this, so we hold on to Candy Grapple. We just pass the turn. We hold, we hodl. Because they're going to try and get back the Dragon Engine, I imagine. Okay, second Ornithopter. Arcbound Whelp. Okay, Modular 2 and Flying. This lets them turn their Ornithopters into Dragon Engines, but we will have something big, so yeah, let's kill the Filigree Attendant. I don't know if that's right. It's probably not. Okay, well, we will get to play a big thing. But 3-1 comes in. I assume no blocks. Yes blocks, so that you can modular onto something. Okay. Big Ornithopter. We will Deadeye Plunderers. Play a big beefy threat. You love their Atroxus slaves. Although there seems to be a bit of a graphical error. Interesting. Okay. So they can use that to... Oh, then they can sacrifice. Okay. That's annoying, but good on them. That was a way to do that. And then they can sacrifice the Harvester to get back the Dragon Engine. Because, yeah, we are not taking that trade. We will block there. And then sack it for some amazing value. Good for them. It will still get exiled, though. That is part of Unearth. Oh, and it draws them... Oh. Oh. Well, let's try Reality Heist. Ooh, we would have loved those payoffs. So this can... Okay, we take both Bone Splitter and Moonsnare prototype. We will probably be channeling that, but now we can equip up... So do we equip Bone Splitter there? We can't actually trade with that, so yeah, we just get aggressive. Okay. We are in a sketchy spot, but we're trying. The Mechanaut. They have the meld? So next turn they get to flip Mishra, but we can bounce that. So okay, we block there. So we can't... Oh god. So we can't attack. No, we're just dead anyway. Or, okay, so we can sacrifice the food. We go to 6. But we're gonna take a whole bunch off of Mishra's ability no matter what. Oh no, we can do that before... Okay. So... Yeah, that... Okay. So if they attack... No, we still need to leave this back on blocks. Because we would take... Yeah, okay. Darn. Well, okay. No attacks. End turn. Before attackers, we tuck Mishra. And we can crack the food. Then slam Jin and hope for the best. Gee, I wonder why they'd put it on top. Let's try blocking there. I think we're still going to be dead no matter what next turn, but... Oh, wait. Oh my, I miscounted. We need to block the Dragon Engine. Well, that's how today is going, folks. 4 damage. Yep. Okay. Well, considering that they had both halves of the meld, we played poorly. But we didn't completely panic. We found a line. We found the wrong line, but it was pretty close to the right line. We are definitely removal light. Trying to think if we saw a lot more removal past pack 1. I think the answer is no. Hlodowig. Okay. No, none artifacts, but we've got lands. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna guess at bronze that this is someone's not like Smurf account, but they're someone who does a lot of draft and is running alt accounts. Mechanaut. We might copy that with Sculpting Steel. Okay. Is that worth it? I guess we aren't ramping into like super big ones, so I think instead we run out the Foundry Screecher and be willing to trade with the Mechanaut, and then next turn we can like Stern Lesson. That we might copy. No blocks. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Was that McDonald's? Oh no. Why was that in my head? So, okay. Gives us an artifact, and then we can Stern Lesson on their turn. I still think we hold back, because we would be very happy to trade the Foundry Screecher with things. Fortunately, Improvise does not work the way you want it to with the tap lands, because it's not affinity. Other blue creatures you control have, when this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Other artifact creatures get +1/+1. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes blue in addition to its other types. A blue artifact, activate only as a sorcery. That, I think, is worth copying with Sculpting Steel. But, yikes, we are going to take some beats. But I think we have to. Yep. Bring it on in. So they're nervous about the Chief, but not the Mechanaut. Interesting. So what we can do is we can copy Sculpting Steel, and then we can pay a Phyrexian to pump this up 1/1 next turn. I think that's going to be the plan. Bone Splitter. We will discard an island. Do you like the Power Stone? We're increasing our count. Their own Sculpting Steel. Oh, I was going to say, please copy Unctus. Man, okay. Well, we can Bone Splitter, equip Bone Splitter. And now that can trade with some stuff. And then we Sculpting Steel their Unctus still. I think that's better than the Mearsire. And we can pump something up. Okay. Their own Stern Lesson. Yeah, I do not think that this is a bronze player. I suspect that this is just an alternate account. Or, you know, maybe they weren't playing in a while, but it happens. This is definitely spooky. Oh, this can only happen as a sorcery. So my plan would not have worked. Read the cards, Johan. I think we need to take this block. We need other flyers, we need removal, we need a lot here. So we have access to 6, 7 for artifacts, and then this can also be tapped for Improvise. Yeah, so today we're still doing, today and tomorrow we're still doing the 2 hours, 2 hours, but then we'll be exploring a little more, is the hope. Just need to tinker with a couple of things, make sure it works so that I can be like streaming my screen rather than the game and whatnot, and not be worried about doxing myself. You know, the little things. So, Fenholler, is Fenholler even a good option here? Because we're still just going to take a whole bunch in the air. But, yeah. Then we equip. Love tapped equipment. But we're just going to be... Oh, so magic I did bump up. So Baba is still the same time it always has been. Um, it's 2 p.m. Pacific, and if you're so magic was previously 1800 for you, so 6 p.m. and now it's 7 p.m. That's because I moved it from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. my time. So, but Baba is still at 2 p.m. my time. So yeah, I was just trying to make sure that wasn't a like daylight savings type change, but it should I have a stream schedule set up and it should show it in your local time on Twitch, but I guess I'm not confident on that. We would love to win a game, but we might have drafted wrong. That was also kind of a poor keep. 20 other. Okay. Got some 3-drops. We can get an artifact in early, and Mightstone and Weakstone is good removal or card draw, depending on what we need. I actually like this as a keep. Mishra's Research Desk. Lets you impulse draw. Okay. Barbed Batterfist, a 3/1 creature, will come down the pipeline. So in response, we will make 2 1/1s. We will absolutely take that trade, even though it's a token for a token. Ah, their own enthusiast. We will, yep, Sweet Tooth Witch. Which? This witch. We'll make a food, and that gives us a little extra reach. And I don't think we attack in with our tokens. They can skull clamp their things, but without drawing cards, so markedly worse. We could... Oh. If we... Mightstone, Weakstone, we can kill the Patchwork Automaton and tap it to pay for the ward, I think, right? That should work. I'm pretty sure. Let's find out, I guess. Or is just drawing 2 cards better? No, that Patchwork Automaton can get mighty big. Yes. And then, yes, awesome. I was pretty confident. And I am fine if they want to trade both of those servos. Sure thing. Yep, we get scrounged. Okay. That is more of a concern. That's a big kitty. Well, let's reality heist, see if we can get anything interesting. Yikes. Okay. Bone Splitter. So we can discard to bounce that. But then all of that just goes on to the Scrap Heap Scrounger, so that's what we really want. We want to kill this and then tuck whatever it goes onto, I think is our only realistic way through. So we Minstrosity, equip it with Bone Splitter, so now it can trade there potentially. No attacks. Wow, digging for 1 was real sad. Okay. The Impulse Draw Weaponcraft Enthusiast. I am alright with that. Not the best for us, but not the worst. Only attacking with that. I will trade a servo there. So they are worried about that. Ooh, Hangerback Walker. We can Hangerback Walker for 4? That seems a-okay by me. No attacks. I don't think there's a whole lot of exile. Okay. We will chump this turn. Boop. At least for now, I would like the Hangerback Walker to trade with something, ideally. Yep, Scrounger returns. That become big. Oh hey, another Minstrosity. And this is not sorcery speed, because this was back when cards were super spooky. Alright. No attacks. End turn. Scrap Heap Scrounger can do some serious work. Another Arcbound Slasher. That is a problem. Very problematic cat. Okay. Well, we will block here. We will block here. And then those counters will go on this Arcbound Slasher, making it absolutely huge. Because then they figure they can put those counters on something else afterwards. But I'm okay bouncing that at this point. Okay. And we did get the benefit of making that bigger. Gear Seeker Serpent. Pretty cool. I think, yes, we equip it up, and then we'll bounce this on their turn and hopefully get a big crackback. Maybe I shouldn't have equipped the Bone Splitter this turn so that we could pump up the Walker as well. Or do we trade? Because then we've just got a bunch of Thopters that we can equip with the Bone Splitter. One of these two things survives, so they probably kill the Serpent, and then we get to bounce whatever they put all 10 counters on. Why are they attacking with those as well? That's spooky. I sense there's something going on here, but I'm gonna try these blocks. If they use a combat trick here, we can tuck it. If they try and kill one of our things, same deal. If it's just a trade straight across, that's okay. We've got up to 13 power because we can grow this. I'm concerned. So that would make it... So they're giving it how much? I can't tell. I think this is saying it was bargained. So this will become a 2-1, so not enough. So yes, we will bounce that. So this was not how we wanted it to go, but it could have gone significantly worse. I kind of like just attacking in with the serpent here. Okay. And we can start cracking the food to heal up a bit. And this can eventually be very problematic by, being unblockable. Okay. I think we probably trade across for that. Or do we? Yeah, we do, because we... Hold up, we've got them dead next turn. So we pass the blocks. We block here. We grow the walker. That means we'll have 6 power in the air, which they can't block. And then we make this unblockable for the other 7. That's 13. We've counted to 13. Right? I'm pretty confident. Oh, not if you forget to activate the ability. Well, that might have killed us. Okay. That was real bad. That was real bad. However, we can still gain a lot of life. It just gives them chances. That was sloppy gameplay. So we did have them dead. I just screwed that up. I'm going to activate 1. So that's... Okay, we are... So that's 8, 11... Yeah, we do not die. I'm still going to crack at least 1 more. Okay. Whew. Wow, I feel... that was goofy. But okay. Okay. Need to not do that. But okay, Hangerback Walker is indeed a serious player. Just need to draw it and have the opponent not completely get us like they have every other game. Okay. Again, no 2-drops. I think this hand gets stranded pretty easily, so we will mulligan. This I like a bit better. I think we ditch Fenholler in favor of the Enforcer. Okay. So, which is going to be the total amount of playtime you've put into Baba? This one, I think, is a lot more keepable. Yeah, we ditch the Fenholler, and then we lead with Bone Splitter into Mirror Sire, and hopefully draw land, and some other good stuff. Yes, we would love a land. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So this leaves behind an artifact. Okay. But yeah, land for like Stern Lesson. So A, 38 hours, 30 minutes. B, 41. C, 42 hours. Or D, 40 hours and 45 minutes. Okay. So if you put 17 hours about into the main pack, but then you've also got a bunch of other level packs. Okay, this is mighty awkward, but we will equip this up and swing in. I'm going to guess C, 42 hours. That's a little over double. It's the most that you've got, and you've got a lot of other level packs, and Hitchhiker's Guide reference. So, going with C42. Heck yeah. That is a respectable amount of time. It's pretty impressive how much Bob is able to give as a game. Oh dear. Well, we need land. We need land badly. That helps quite a bit. I will leave this back because I think they're happy to make that trade, and we actually have other things to do with our mana this turn. It would be lovely if we could trade with their Ingenious Smith. But no, they will just plink in. Smart. Panharmonicon. Okay. Opponent's deck, pretty sweet. Let's ditch the Archaeomender, I think. Of Babiu? Okay. So, we do that, then that costs 3. Take a look in just a moment. So, Power Stone can also help with that. So if we play Mist Vault Bridge, Enforcer costs 3, and we'll have 2 left over. So, okay, there's no way to double spell this turn. Because we could also play out the island, but yeah. Okay. So, that's gonna get... Panharmonicon is gonna get spooky, I imagine. Because Ingenious Smith is gonna get huge. It's probably actually better to get the Serpent out, I think. But, so first attack with the Mirror Sire. Because this will not change our affinity count. Bad BU, BU, a work in progress, very, very work in progress. Fan game of Baba is you by Hemipulli. A puzzle game where rules you follow are presnet as block you interact with by manipulating tem you chain. Oh my god. That is a lot to read. It reminds me very much of the Tem speech from Undertale. They have picked a style. They have committed to the bit. I respect it. Static net. Oh. Well. I think that might be it. And cause surprising interaction. Yes. It's a very good description of it. Okay, well, so we can Sculpting Steel the Chrome Courier. We don't get to put an artifact into our hands. We'll take the Spyglass Siren. Actually, a temp character in the game? I wonder why that might be. Now we get to Spyglass Siren and Mirror Enforcer. We are still in a very bad way, but I'm gonna try attacking. This is very risky, but I think they severely outvalue us. So if we can try and kill them, great. If we can't kill them, we're dead. Okay. Is Panharmonicon bugged? That should have doubled up the Ingenious Smith trigger. That's frustrating. I'm sorry, opponent. You're still going to murder us horribly. But, like, That's rough. And then we take 6. Wow. Okay. Is there anything we can do to survive this? Foundry Screecher. So block. We equip their block. We chump. And we're dead. Yes, yes. Oh, it will 3 hours. So maybe there was a time thing. So it's 3 hours from now will be Baba. At 2 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, there's no way we survive this. Well, that's unfortunate. It seems like an interesting draft format. I think we did not do a very good job of things. I think this would be a sick draft deck in most any other format, and in this one, it is not enough. So, good game, opponent. Well, maybe should have gone for the Murders at Karlov Manor draft for trying to gem farm, but okay. Well, ooh, Streets of New Capenna pack. I'm rare complete on it, so what do we get? We got gems. Hell yeah. Whoop whoop. Okay. We can probably save up enough for a quick draft. Not today, but let's run a little more domain ramp. And yeah. Play first. Oh, no. Perhaps today is simply not our day. Oh dear. So, just for a little context, since I know you're not a Magic player, Uno, you need to have what are called lands to play your spells. Most of the time, asterisks. Everything in Magic has exceptions, pretty much. But these are all cards that have a casting cost. This little, the stuff in the upper right-hand corner. None of these are lands that let you pay for those costs. So, yeah, we can keep this. We will ship away 1 land and our Atraxa. There we go. Not a great start. Especially against, I'm guessing, a blue-white control opponent. Oh, no. So, self-mill Squirming Emergence, perhaps? Okay. Well, we can Cavern of Souls on Dinosaur, and then a second one on Angel later. Aiganjo, playing all of the spell lands. I still think we do this on Dinosaur, because I suspect they have a counterspell. Even though we did draw the second green source without needing to do that. We will grab our blue. So now we have full domain. Yay! It's so pretty. It's all filled in. Monastery Mentor. And a Shredder of Ledgers. Every time I see this card, it makes me think of the South Sea Bubble, the lovely way back when there was a company in Britain that basically did a whole bunch of shenanigans to buy up all of the national debt. Oh, so this is like a haughty gin blue white. Interesting. Um, they tried to basically buy up all of the national debt, and okay, cool. And as a result, ended up nearly bankrupting the entire country. Um, and it devolved into a basically governmental investigation of everyone in the government and people doing their best to destroy destroy all of the evidence. So that's what's in my head of when folks are shredding the ledgers. Well, okay, Monastery Mentor, a little spooky for us, but hopefully we can clean it up with a Sunfall, although they are running the Make Disappear, so they can sacrifice a token, so we would need to... We would potentially have to wait until 9 mana to make sure it resolves, but we'll still probably give it a shot this next turn. Monastery Mentor can get very scary, because each spell creates a bunch of 1/1s that then all get bigger every time you cast a spell. Like, this deck is very cool in concept, I'm just not sure how good in practice. Poorly translated Baba. Okay, I'm unfamiliar. Consider? How considerate, but crash. Okay, so there was something like that for Magic called Rosewater Stone, where they, yeah, basically garble it through Google Translate and hilarity ensues. So I'm familiar with the general principle. Okay. Is it Bab is you? I don't know. But I'm guessing something quite strange. Child he you? Child he you? Look, child, he you. Let's see if we can snap off a Sunfall. Do they have the counterspell? I do love when things are just very goofy sounding English. It soothes a strange part of my soul. Yep, okay, they did get the counter off, and it even replaces the token. Water is sink, any guesses? Uh... We will not... Oh, sorry, one moment. How about... Drink... Drink be death. I don't know. We'll probably cycle the herd migration to get some life. We do have a blocker. Waterfall, he, bathrooms in bathrooms, bathroom sink, bathroom sink, as opposed to bathrooms ink. Huh. Interesting. So they could play 2 Waterfall, he, bathroom sink. I would not want a bathroom sink to be a waterfall. That sounds unpleasant. They're growing the team. I'm guessing they have a second spell. Ghost is weak. Spirit he fragile. So maybe we do actually herd migration. Because, no, that's not going to be enough. So, yeah, let's cycle this, gain some life, and then we might breach. Or if we draw a Sunfall, we're feeling kind of okay. Do not draw the Sunfall. Well, let's breach and see if anything can magically save us. Oh, why did it not tap the cavern? Oh, no. That could have gone a lot better. Because then we would have... No, I think we still would have been dead. We could have hit their Monastery Mentor. That would have made a 1/1, and then we would have taken at least 12. And then we could block 3, gain 3. So currently we would have survived, and we would have been dead. Okay. This is an interesting matchup for us. Getting rid of their graveyard seems good. Getting rid of a bunch of small stuff also seems great. Countering abilities seems solid. A lot of their stuff is going to be on cast, so I don't think we actually want to bring in negates. And something uncounterable, a lot of their threats are small. Breaching, I don't think is going to be fantastic. Atroxa is probably just a little too slow. Yeah. Same thing, Atali. So I think we just cut out most of our top end. Nissa, I think if we can slam, is going to be pretty effective against them. And let's cut, like, an invasion, I think, since we're not ramping as hard. Yeah, let's take... do we want the Wandering Emperors? Wandering Emperor is another way to exile, which is kind of important. So, cut another invasion. And... maybe one up the beanstalk. Okay. He held his last breath. He who gave birth to me. Okay, I can see last breath with ghost. And then weak. You gave birth to me. So maybe it turned into a weak, turned into baby somewhere, kind of, sort of, would be my guess of that. Probably some sort of, like, we will keep this. It's, yeah, I'm guessing that there was... So, he held his last breath, ghost, right? You know, that's death, last breath. And then you gave birth to me. I'm guessing baby. I'm guessing, like, baby or mother. There's some sort of, I'm forgetting the word for it. The, not analogy. Not malaphor. It's a turn of phrase that isn't necessarily easy to understand outside of the language. Oh, I cannot think of the word. Oh dear, just flag is win? Okay. But yeah, basically I think it was a turn of phrase that involves, like, mother or baby, and then as being weak. So we've got Jetmir's Garden. Let's grab black. The Conquest of the Soul. Can see how conquest happens with, like, flag and win. Soul, I'm having a little more trouble with. Because, yeah, so lockdowns hit ledger shredders, which I think is good, and also can mop up tokens. Other Baba rules. Tella should be... Anything with Tella should be interesting, since it's not an actual, like, English word. Oh, Texas Float, yes, the very important one. Okay, 2 Monastery Mentors in their bin. Is that worth a Kutziel's Flanker? think the answer might be yes. Especially when they're tapped down. So no getting back 2 mentors. That feels good. And then we can kill a Ledger Shredder for sure with Long Goodbye. A Haughty Jin. Your card has been returned. Text is float. Wonky. Okay. I think... Don't want a temporary lockdown if I can help it right now. I guess Sunfall exiles 2 more things. And we draw a card. And we're left with a 4/4. Love is Tella just got translated to I like TV. Solid rule. Solid rule. And you know what? I do like TV. We're playing a much more controlling matchup, which I don't or game plan, I guess. Which I don't like as much, but... Oh, they got the mentor. Okay. We don't get to Herd Migration this turn, but we can Long Goodbye the mentor. Okay. So less token production on their turn. And I think we run out the 4/4 because we're going to hit it eventually with the temporary lockdown, so might as well try and get a little value. Okay, they're milling more. And Helping Hand can get back something, probably the mentor, I assume. Oh, the Jin. Skull's defeat equals bones, the sound of hunting, I'm going. Well, I get skull to bones, the rest is... a little goofy. Okay. And they've got a lot of blue mana left up. Well, currently we don't get any advantage out of temporary lockdowning, so swing for 4 and see if a Herd Migration will do anything. I assume it gets countered. Okay. We will be taking a lot of damage. Lava is hot equals hot volcano. Yup. That is understandable. I see how those connect. Oh. Oh, a Sunfall would be so good here. So, I don't think they have a counter spell up. Depopulate will absolutely work. First, we attack. Actually, I think Depopulate is real good. Sunfall, still probably better, but Water Sink equals development. What a strange development. Okay. What you got, opponent? More recursion? Just gonna Anchorage us. Yep. think we will try a herd migration. Destroy evil. Picklock prankster. Okay. Ooh, Nissa could be. Much is written on the wall. Nissa, Wandering Emperor. Pretty good if we manage to survive. I think we've got a decent chance of surviving this next turn. Much is written on the wall. Baba is swap. Wow, my voice. This is his father. Okay. Okay, so lockdown can hit the prankster, but I think herd migration is scarier for them. They're out of cards. This presents more threats they need to worry about. Caver of Souls, once again. Actually, no. Maybe we do it on Cat. Cat! Because in the level pack, Baba entitles translated to Dad. Okay. Fair enough. Don't think Sunfall is good enough. We are trying to kill them here. I will keep a binding, though. Okay. We take the second match, or the second game. Yeah, negates could be good. They're a way around counterspells. But yeah, I think we just try this. It's goofy. Maybe temporary lockdown is wrong. Just it feels like with the ledger shredders and all of the tokens, there are situations where we want it, but it does kind of hurt us. Mother-in-law, the sound of hunting about me. That's the second time hunting has showed up. The sound of hunting. So is sometimes becomes the sound of hunting. Wonder what language is doing that. One of the 50, yeah. I would love to see some of these ones where it's like translating through a bunch, show snapshots of each translation. So like translating from Cambodian into Vietnamese, this we get this, and then like a back translation at each point. I don't know. I think that would be a pretty neat way to get a little more out of it. A shredder of ledgers. We will not deal with it this turn. Let us see if we can land a Topiary Stomper, ramp a little. Ices melt. To sleep. To sleep is to dream. Interesting. Ukiyo-e art style is so gorgeous. Oh dear. Okay. Here we will... Oh, we could just Sunfall. Lonely Baba is you equals you are the father. Hmm. Interesting. You are the father now. I think we try and set up for Archangel, and we can hit the Haughty Jinn with a binding. Yes, they get to draw and discard. They might grow the Shredder. But we'll do that, and then we can attack in, flip that, and that also leaves up a second binding. Baba is dad, it is confirmed. Hey, it can also be mother, right? Baba is parent. Or, sorry, mother-in-law, right? Oh, that actually kind of makes sense, though, right? Because, like, papa or dada, or, so Baba is kind of similar to a lot of those, like, the sort of basic pattern of how we refer to parents in a lot of languages. I think here, rather than like up the beanstalk trying to accrue value, I think we see if we can land an angel and kill the Shredder. The dad or father, but it was mother-in-law once, right? For the Baba is you separated out. Ah, okay. So destroy evil to get back the enchantment, or the Haughty Jinn, so that they can cast Disdainful Stroke. Nice. But then we will binding the Jinn again. So definitely would have been better if we had had a cavern, but oh well. Kiki on Grass's defeat. KK is a zoo. Okay, so took it as like someone's name. Well, now we can't rightly attack through that Ledger Shredder. So maybe we should have held off on the Jinn. Oh, well, okay. Now we can cast other angels without counterspells. Then we can try casting an invasion, see if we can bait out another counterspell. We are growing their Shredder, but they're currently using it to hold down the fort. That's going to get most of the rest of our basic lands. And I'm not going to play this since we're looking to Sunfall, and I'm just trying to have enough mana. A Disdainful Stroke will always hit it, but gives us a better shot of being able to get around like a Make Disappear. That is a scarily large Jinn, especially if they are able to pull back another one. There's a chance that they kill us this turn. They only need 3 more damage, 4 more damage. Because they got back the Disdainful Stroke. So they'll leave up 1 blue. That is concerning for us. Words that don't work. I've never heard truer words. Huh. So I wonder if it's like float, taking float as like a positive, is like a compliment. Your words do not float. The words do not work. Although I've never heard truer words. Oh, maybe like float turning into something like in the clouds and such. I don't know. That is a puzzling one. Not analogy. Word to idiom. That's the word I was looking for. Idiom. Like, I wonder if it's, these, I think idioms are often what we're seeing get a little wonky. What next? Hmm. Uh, I'm trying to think of rules. Oh, belt is shift. Gonna see if there's something that we can draw that will... No, that does not fix anything. It's like if we're already too low mana. Well, okay. So if we do something where we can Sunfall and then depopulate... So we Sunfall, we draw Depopulate. I think that's our one hope, except we've already tapped out of it, haven't we? No, because we have the Awakened Skyclave. Go the side for Beltish Shift. Okay. We attack. We attempt the Sunfall. They counter. And I think we're still just dead. Oh! Darn. I didn't see the line. We could have attacked the other invasion. Then that would have let us Archangel, double kicked, uncounterable, kill a Haughty Djinn, block a Djinn. We would be maybe high enough life total to survive if we blocked. But as it is, we don't get to actually try and kill a Djinn. So, good game. Key is open, it is unlocked. Okay. Yep. Let's try one more best of 3. Oh, door is shut. Sondors. Okay, play first. Sure. We might actually Souls on Dinosaur here. Door is shut. Go to the door. Interesting. That one kinda got lost in the sauce there. So, Golgari mid-range? No. Abzan. Oh. Okay. What are they doing? What beans are they playing? Now let's try doing the cavern. Let's on Dinosaur and start ramping. Let's grab another white. Ghost's Pull. A dream is a dream. I mean, yes, that is a true statement. What else? Just trying to think of the other lovely common ones. Oh, not common, but Kiki is Sleep. Realmbreaker. I don't know what opponent is doing, but I feel like we should bind the Realmbreaker. I get a sense. I like having uncounterable Atali, even though it doesn't... So, they're Abzan, and they're running up the Beanstalk. The cake is burning? From Kiki is Sleep? The cake... Okay. Kiki turns into cake, maybe. I can see that. I can see that being a thing that would happen. I don't see how sleep becomes burning. That's horrific. Dust is weak, perhaps? Gonna try a pre-combat Atali. Maybe we hit something with haste. Pink light? Dust is weak, pink light. Okay. Not a clue. So kill the Atali, but we still get the trigger. Okay. Outrageous robbery isn't going to help us, but sure, we'll take a free Archangel, and we're casting it, but we aren't going to kick it. Oh, there we go. Decline. So... what? They're just trying to be Abzan control outrageous robbery? But they're not doing the, like... the 1/3 that brings back the lands. Reclamation Specialist, there we go. Wonky. I dig it. So I imagine they run sweepers. Are you a Pokemon player? Okay. I can see, like, Uno into... like, Un? Like, you know, A1, sure, okay. Okay, the fact that they're exiling with single target leads me to believe I'm kind of okay to try a herd migration. Especially since I have a backup. Curious what Johan plays things would be then. Ah, okay. John, voice actor. Okay. I can live with that. So I can... oh no, I can't breach. I would need another black mana for that. Well, let's try second herd migration. Since we know that is in a position to kill them. They might have another sweeper, but... and they didn't... oh, right, they didn't have enough to collect evidence for the cover-up. I would like to do some voice acting. I'm not confident in my ability to do so well, but it would be fun. Now they are exiling. Let me guess, herd migration. Apologies for the cough. Hemi Pulley becomes I'm sorry. Okay, they're taking Atali. We only have one of. Oh, I wonder if they also run the end. I wonder if this is like a weird version of Seth's get rid of every, you know, multiple copy dealio. I appreciate that. Still not... I don't know if that translates well into audiobooks, but I could see myself, like, reading instructional manuals, I guess. But yeah. I think anything that requires, like, voice acting, anything with like accents and whatnot. I'm very willing to commit to bits, but I get very self-conscious about those. Is a musical artist? Did he do any of the music design? Or is there just someone else who also goes by that? Then that's probably why they say musical artist. Google auto stuff will pull weird things. I'm guessing there's more systems in place for like because you have on YouTube the like auto-generated artist topic stuff. So I'm guessing it's like pulling from that rather than game developer. That would be, if I had to hazard a guess, why it would prioritize artist over game developer. Mill the opponent. Wow, opponent is not playing any creatures to steal. Yeesh. When every dragon type Pokemon was a Dragonite type? Oh, I had not heard of that, but damn. Damn. Well, I think this should, yeah, enter like so. Then we can start making 8/8s. They've got a map or whatever. No? What's the name of that? Oh, I can't remember the name of that spell. Okay, they just pulled off a big robbery. Good for them. Summer. Okay. Oh, the like actual given name, the Arvi Taikari, something along those lines. Their own my Atraxa. Rude. Rude. So our breaches definitely come out. And our board wipes probably do as well. Okay. Well, let's try exiling first. Dra una carta? I don't even know what that's trying for. Okay. Then do we even want to cycle? Because then we're at kind of high risk of them milling us out. So Nissa's ult does 3, 4, +4/+4 and trample this turn. Wall is stop, and wall is not you. The wall is for him, not for you. His wall, not yours. How dare you? So I guess we play this. We don't want to actually pull any lands, I think, but it lets us look at what's left in our deck. So we've got the other breach, that's terrifying, but good to know they can't just whip that out of nowhere. All of our up the beanstalks. Oof, okay. So we are probably pretty dead here, but we'll still give it a shot. Yep. Keep marching for 0. Angel. Rock is push. Remove the stone. Fair. Fair enough. That that we are asking the stone to be removed. Hopefully politely. So it can target planeswalkers. That hurts. And I think that's more life than we'll be able to fight through. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. So we don't want Sunfall against them. We don't want Breach because it mills us. Kiki always becomes cake. Okay. I can that scans to me. This tracks. So we bring in our planeswalkers. I think we also bring in our Imidane's Recruiter to try and like sneak some stuff through. Don't think Tidebinder, they don't have creatures to counter. Hootsil's Flanker, I don't think they use their graveyard a bunch. So I think this is good. There's another way to make a cake. That would be a good proverb. Proverb? Proverb. There's there's another way. There's always another way to move a cake. Or make a cake. Mulligan. Alright. We can try that. Hmm. Yeah, let's ditch our access to black so that we've got double white. Bam. Okay. Think we hold off on the cavern so that we can make sure we've got like the Topiary Stomper and whatnot. Do something. The sound of hunting creates something. Well, we will run this out on Angel. What that was originally. Do something. The sound of hunting creates something. So hunting, that usually seems to be something to do with just the word is. Create something. I don't know what the do something is going to be, but it's something is make. Not Baba. It is make, maybe. Kiki is push? Really? Wow. That is very, very far off from what I would have imagined. Okay, we can up the beanstalk. Draw a card, and we can hold up Wandering Emperor to play on their turn. Or negate if they try and do something very spooky. Destroy our up the beanstalk? That would be rude. Cog is push. In Discovery. In Discovery there is what? Ooh, okay. So 100 translations, how much more garbled will it get? Let's do a Rafine's Tower. Gets us access to black and extra blue and white. Okay, we'll try Wandering Emperor. I don't think they have counter magic. As they seem pretty solidly Abzan. Aww. Bob is you. I love you. Cute. So it's not Baba is you, it's Baba is you.
I'm not overconfident.
1,000.
Just underwhelming.
It's just going to be not a cogent sentence in any way, shape, or form. It's going to be like a single word that it's collapsed down to. Why is the chat display app having such trouble? I do not know. Flip the invasion. And then that lets us do herd migration, leaving up negate. So long as it survives. Alright. Oh, I want them to deadly cover up and then we get to negate so bad. I can survive outrageous robbery for 3. That is doable, because I think most of the things that would actually screw us up here are board wipes, which are going to tap them out. Oh, wouldn't you know? And they are dead. Okay. I think that was correct. Let's run it back. I'm gonna guess still I love you. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Baba is You became Chapter 1. Fascinating. It's typically, they seem to like, the more you do, they hit some sort of like stability point that they don't like actually translate anything different from. But I guess that one didn't. Weird. Chapter 1. Not an earthly idea. Proving grounds, we get double beanstalk. Sure. I think we ditch. We even want double beanstalk? Because robbery mills us, so I think we keep 1. And then we can also herd migration for some stuff. Some of the languages show as undefined. I am unsurprised. Okay, they're going a little more mid-rangey, looks like. We'll do Angel. We'll do up the beanstalk. Times 100. Tall. That is how you get a wall to stop, I imagine, in most scenarios. Make wall tall. Tall wall. We do not play the 3rd beanstalk, I don't think. So I'm guessing they're trying to play like Abzan mid-range outrageous robbery sideboard into Golgari. So we've sided out our board wipes and we sided in negates, but I think we'll still be okay. It's currently times 1. I'm gonna guess it's still tall. Like, I think a lot of these, I do think they hit like a point where they stop having other things to say about it. We'll also grab the blue source, so our negate is a possibility. we can try Archangel kill 2 Dread Knights. Bam and bam. Just try and reset the clock a little. Okay. But we still kill 2 things and should gain 4. Are X amount of random ones and they're different each time. Oh, okay. Okay. That is a bit different. Big. Still one word, but big rather than tall. Oh, hey. Do love the land there, and how about another Archangel? Wah-hey. Okay. And they march it, which means that we have successfully exiled one of their Dread Knights is stuck in the bin. Okay. That's cool. I imagine they still have deadly cover-ups. So let's just run out a Stomper and be able to Wandering Emperor. I'm okay if they want to march. This is a thing I can cope with. Yes. I assume that's not what it translated to. Atraxa is nice. First, we will attack like so. My body started shaking. Wall is stop. Wonky. Okay. So deadly cover-up, they would be able to... Oh, wait, no. So we do this... hold up. So we need white, we need green, we need black, we need blue, and then we do these. We can cast an Atraxa, and we can get an untapped land so that we can hold up negate if they try and deadly cover up. Don't think we want to grab the second Atraxa. We will grab that. We'll grab a negate. We'll grab Leyline Binding. Would have loved an Archangel there, but we've already got the untapped land with the Cavern of Souls. So let's grab Topiary Stomper. Flag is win times 100. Scientific research! That is a good win. I appreciate that. Let's do this one on... No. I'll do another Angel. And we will discard the Beanstalk. Times 1,000? Who knows? So they know we have one negate. which hopefully makes them a little more reluctant. Their own up the beanstalk is okay. This is a very, very nerve-wracking stare down. If they try and single target removal Atraxa, I think we're okay to negate it since we do have the backup negate. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Because they would be wrathing essentially just to kill the Atraxa anyway. Okay. Wandering Emperor will grow the token so that it can really attack for our Awakened Skyclave. And we will do a Topiary Stomper. Grab a land. We will attack their face. And there. Yup. So I'm guessing they don't have the Wrath yet, otherwise you'd want us to let that flip. So we are currently threatening lethal. We have a negate to try and protect our board. We have 2 removal spells to clear anything that they are able to throw down. I'm just realizing I've still left the title as the Artifactory Mix Draft. Sorry, that went terribly poorly. So we're on to Standard. Oh, the stream title. I left it up as the draft that we were doing early, whereas now we're dealing with Standard. Is this animal still alive is what Flag is Win became? Wonky. That is super wonky. I guess, like, winning alive, maybe? Well, I think we're about to finish our last Magic game for the day. If they've got something, they've got something. If they don't, they're dead. Okay. They're digging, but now they can't Wrath. They could still do a single target removal. Good game. That's right about where we're at. And we got him. Okay. Time for me to grab some breakfast and shower. Okay. That was a fun little Magic morning. Still getting a good handle on Domain. Still a ways off of where I'd like to be with it, but we will hopefully come back in a little bit. Or Magic-wise, we will try and finish up, get a little more gold, and try and do quick draft. Looks like there's a 1 quick draft going on, because we really want to save up and just grab the mastery with gems. Get all of these goodies. And then take a crack at just, hopefully feel good enough about standards so that when that whole competition comes up this month, we can give a good shot of it with the play-in points. But we will see. We will see. In any case, yes, for now, I'm going to stop streaming. My Magic is done for the day, but I will be back in right around 2 hours, around 2 p.m. my time, Pacific, and we will do some more Baba Is You. We are on the confusing question mark level, so we will be given that a shot. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. If I don't see you again, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. But for now, bye!